Всем привет, друзья, с вами снова Анастасия, мы продолжаем с вами проходить Шерлока Холмса. Короче, лазила. Лазила. Короче, вот нашла вот эту вентиляционную хуету, в которую засадили, короче говоря, гусениц.
The smell is strong. It is a detergent.
Вот ты пидорас! Ублюдок! Ушел нахуй отсюда, сука! Он реально, блядь, меня бесит, вот этот ублюдок. Просто ублюдок. А что дальше? Вот специально, сука, встает, блядь, и похуй ему вообще. Надо тебе куда-то идти, не надо тебе куда-то идти. Он реально меня бесит, просто вот бесит. То говно ублюдское вот это вот. О, нихуя себе.
Before starting the engine, the power is on. The engine cannot be started whilst the transmission. The engine has started. The ventilation system is working. Excellent. This ventilation fan is working. Let us see if I can activate the other one. From here, we are unable to see the interior of the Colonial Collection Room.
Ты пойдешь сегодня, нет? Говно! Он вообще какой-то ублюдский стал. Никуда не ходит, сука. Никуда, блядь. Гондоны просто, блядь.
Perfect. Now I just need to find Watson to check the result.
It works perfectly, Holmes. Bravo. Now, if you could just help me to get rid of these caterpillars.
Perfect. Now we know how the murder of Montague Dunn was carried out, by activating both Albert's and Mr. Hamish's fans.
But only from Mr. Hamish's workplace would it be possible to see when Montague Dunn entered the Colonial Collection Room.
Текс. А.
Let's go to Scotland Yard.
Я, в принципе, так и предполагала, что Хемиш. У него больше всего было мотивов, конечно, для убийства товарища.
Inspector, I believe that Martin Hamish is guilty of the murder of Montague Dunn.
Aha! I knew it. I'll send the lads around to arrest him.
Very good. I shall wait to hear from you.
Как долго едем вообще, жесть.
Inspector, I came here as quickly as I could.
Martin Hamish is in the large glass house. There's no need to hurry.
Holmes, my God!
Yes.
Твою мать!
Our messing around with the ventilation system didn't go unnoticed. Mr. Hamish realized that we knew.
Inspector, could you arrange the body, please? I should like to examine it. The mark around the neck is very visible. He died instantly.
Жизнь превратилась в сущий ад. Я нахожу это невыносимым. Дан заслужил смерти, но я не могу простить себя за его кровь на моих руках. Мы, Хемиши, практически всегда были жертвами обстоятельств, и я не исключение. Я должен уйти, и я сделаю это здесь и сейчас. Прощайте.
Holmes, his left shoe is unique. This anomaly is often a characteristic of...
A club foot. Bravo, Watson. That is the key element of this case. Something about this rings very oddly.
Why do you say that, Mr. Holmes?
Why? Because of Mr. Hamish's club foot. Oh, I deserve to be kicked from here to Charing Cross. I should have noticed it.
But, Mr. Holmes, I can't see why.
No, I don't suppose you do. You must recall that Mr. Dunn was locked inside the Colonial Collection Room by the murderer. If it was Mr. Hamish, he would have had to run up to his workplace to trigger the fan situated above it, taking into consideration the condition of his foot.
Well, it is still possible.
Perhaps, but it is rather strange that such a person as Mr. Hamish decided to base his plan on the speed of his gait.
You mean to say that somebody helped him?
So the suicide is questionable?
Correct. Mr. Hamish accuses only himself in his letter, and so the investigation stops.
Possibly an accomplice, then? That idea had not occurred to me, Mr. Holmes.
I have another idea, Inspector. Thanks to the testimony that we have collected, we are able to rebuild the events as they took place that day.
With a timeline, such as we did in the Jack the Ripper case.
Precisely.
The map at the entrance of Kew Gardens should help us with our timeline.
Let us analyze the facts and statements so that we may recreate the events of that morning.
Ха, нихера себе. Такс. Ага. Так. Ага. Так, ну, скорее всего. Так, да-да-да-да-да, в 10 они встретились. Это было в 10:10, да. Вот, вот это вот. Так. Однако. Это сюда. Этот был отравлен уже в 10:30, по-моему, да? Тут же написано, да? Вот, да-да-да. И это уже вот. О, прикольно.
Let us summarize. Montague Dunn was poisoned inside the Colonial Collection Room. He forced open the door, which means that someone locked him inside there at 10:20. Martin Hamish was last seen at 10:10. This means that he has approximately 10 minutes to lock the door of the Colonial Collection Room. Given that he was club-footed, it is doubtful. Albert also has 10 minutes to lock the door of the Colonial Collection Room, which is quite enough time. Miss White was last seen at 10 o'clock, which means that she had approximately 20 minutes to lock the door. More than enough time.
Ах ты ж сучка.
Now, let us ascertain who assisted Martin Hamish in killing Montague Dunn.
Так. Угу. Не, преступление должно быть закрыто, и преступники должны сидеть. Я за справедливость.
But Holmes, how can you be certain that we'll find Miss White here?
It is obvious, Watson. Just use your brain.
I am using it. I do use it.
Now that the rope has tightened around Martin Hamish, Miss White must act to erase all traces of her implication. After the suicide of her accomplice, there is one final trace remaining: the deadly plants of the Divine Syndicate. She will be there.
Very good. Shall we go?
Just one moment. Now listen to me, Watson. I shall see her alone. You will conceal yourself behind her, quietly.
Whatever are you planning?
Nothing spectacular. The impulses of women have always been a mystery to me. But she is a bold one, and so we must be cautious.
All right. You can count on me, Holmes.
Mr. Holmes, good day to you.
You do not seem surprised, Miss White.
Well, I was expecting you.
Not for too long, I believe. So please tell me, as it is still unclear, who planned the murder? Was it you?
You were wrong, Mr. Holmes.
It was Martin Hamish, then. You managed to convince him to take on a more prominent role.
You could not be further from the truth.
You think that you can fool me?
You don't care what I think.
It is difficult to care about someone who is capable of pushing a man to his suicide. It is over, Miss White. The police will be here any minute.
Over, perhaps. One moment you were here, and the next, you were on the other side.
The other side? No! Stop! I beg you not to do this, Miss White.
Don't come any closer.
Ух ты, блядь.
Please remain calm. We can help you.
Not one step further. Don't try to stop me.
Stop this foolishness. You cannot truly want to die.
No, it's too late.
Блядь. Я хотела, короче, я просто не успела нажать.
This is tragic, Holmes.
Are you able to do
Блин.
anything?
I'm afraid not. The poison has been fulgurating. Her heart stopped instantly, poor child.
Ну, блин. Да и хрен с ним. Я правда просто не успел нажать вовремя. Блин, да и хрен с ним. Сдохла и сдохла. Виновата, значит. Так, новое дело. Прогулка в лунном свете. Отлично. Мы, в общем, завершили эту трагедию в ботаническом саду. Мы все выяснили. И теперь у нас новое дело. Прогулка в лунном свете. Посмотрим, что же это такое.
Where are you going, Holmes? Have you been invited somewhere?
We have been invited, Watson,
We have. Where to?
to the Baker Street Irregulars' annual dinner. They sent us an invitation. It is on the table.
A dinner? How could those street urchins afford anything like that? I can't understand your interest in them, Holmes. They're dirty. They wouldn't hesitate to steal your wallet.
Watson, you should be excited. It is a secret dinner. Its location changes every year. Read the menu. Sounds mouth-watering.
All right. We, the secret police of Baker Street, invite you, Sherlock Holmes, and Dr. Watson to our annual dinner. Menu, entree, frozen rat head salad. Is this a joke?
Not at all. Pray continue.
Main course, sow's udder in Danny Nutcracker's way. Sounds disgusting, Holmes. Hedgehog goulash. Street turnips in homemade juice. And it goes on.
I can hear them on the stairs now.
Well, we can't go there. We can't eat that.
Watson, you'll hurt the feelings of those poor children. We have to go.
Oh, Mr. Holmes.
It is fine, Mrs. Hudson.
Mr. Holmes!
Wiggins, Dr. Watson is getting ready. He will be delighted to join us. You don't look well, my young man. Is there something wrong? Don't tell me the dinner is cancelled.
Mr. Holmes is my brother Leighton. He's in a prison cell. They say he's killed 2 men. You have to help us, Mr. Holmes, 'cause I know he didn't do it.
Where is he now?
From what I've heard, they took him to the yard, and they gave him a good beating already. You know what they're like. They'll hang him. They won't look any further.
Holmes, we have to help him.
And forget about the dinner? Wiggins, I'll take the case.
You're fantastic, Mr. Holmes. I'll be waiting for you at the crime scene. You'll be there, right? It's on Half Moon Street in Whitechapel.
Very well.
Ну, давайте на этом остановимся. Всем спасибо за просмотр, за лайк, за подписку. Увидимся в следующей серии. Всем удачи и пока.